Natural disasters can have devastating effects, but sometimes a community can band together to create a force stronger than the storm itself, unity. This story goes all the way back to 1998 during the Great Ice Storm.
The Great Ice Storm hit parts of Ontario, Quebec, and Michigan. Today, we're going to look at Kingston and how the ice storm affected it. All Kingston residents alike were left stranded. Their cars were covered in thick inch-layered ice, making it virtually impossible to do anything. This was one of the many things that caused Kingston residents to unite. Some invited neighbors over when they had a source of heat.
One young resident had a very interesting story to tell.
Mrs. Amy Wadden was 13 years old during the storm. School had just closed and it would be for weeks. Mrs. Wadden lived in the north end of Kingston and had lost power for over 10 days. Many trees on her property were either damaged or destroyed, and so were the power lines, tangled up with branches. Her family was prepared in hindsight, though panic was present. She hosted a number of family members and neighbors and friends. She said that the ice storm affected the way I think about natural disasters, and she plans and prepares for emergencies. She's confident we can survive a similar storm today.
She also said she will never forget the feeling of community she felt while watching all her family members work together to collect supplies and cook meals.
She also remembers how adults told stories and kids played and cleaned up the yard.
But citizens weren't the only ones who helped out. Many Kingston workers also did their jobs fixing lines. Here are some pictures featured in the Kingston Whig Standard. And here is a stop-motion animation of a snowplow.
In 1998, Kingston's mayor, Gary Bennett, commented on how impressed he was with how the staff came together. He was told many residents had a positive experience.
In conclusion, we can see that indeed did Kingston residents band together to be the force stronger than the storm. We got to know our neighbors better, share homes, meals, and generators. And this is how the Great Ice Storm of 1998 had a positive effect on Kingston.